Which historical figure would be the most obnoxious Instagram influencer? Alexander the Great, constantly posting Instagram selfies with stuff he renamed after himself. He was basically Cusco if Cusco was a badass. Oscar Wilde. His famous quotes would seem pretty douchey as captions on Instagram photos. Asterisk be yourself. Everyone else is already taken asterisk. Asterisk we are all in the gutter. But some of us are looking at the stars. Asterisk. Asterisk to live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist. That is all. Asterisk. Not forgetting, everything in the world is about sex, except sex. Sex is about power. Thomas Edison, what a douche. He'd constantly repost without credit. I'm gonna go with Lord Byron. He already had the emotional, broody thing going on. I could see him playing a mysterious and secretly sensitive fuckboy. Oscar Wilde likes your post. Augusta Lee likes your post winking face. Joseph Goebbels. Modern mass media would have been his wet dreams I think. Berlin Analytica. Joan of Arc. Non-stop photos of nature pics inscribed with Bible verses and inspirational quotes. But all of her IG stories would be her doing CrossFit. Greater than CrossFit lol. The original emo, Edgar Allan Poe, would be insufferable. As would H.P. Lovecraft. I get a feeling Lovecraft wouldn't touch Instagram with a barge pole. Cassandra of Troy. She'll post all sorts of weird future prophecies, probably about a volcano erupting and destroying New York City. Why does no one believe me? Edit. Thanks for the silver. Another Alex Jones. The first Roman Emperor Augustus. He essentially invented the idea of mass consumption propaganda for the Roman people, so every one of his posts would be humble brags of his achievements. Check out my new statue. Oh, the fancy artwork on the breastplate. Yay, that's the Parthians giving back our lost legionary standards. Did I mention that they gave them over without a fight? I must just be that intimidating I guess. Oh well, guess we can all enjoy approximately 200 years of unprecedented peace and stability because of my achievements. No biggie. Hashtag Pax Augusta. Holy crap, I just realized his propaganda is still essentially working on me. I always think he's the best one. Socrates. Dude loves to stir the pot. Alexander Graham Bell. He'd always be the one writing first in the comments. Speaking of him, the first telephone did not ring. Instead you just had to scream into the phone loud enough that someone on the other side would hear and pick up. That's beautiful, I want this back. Imagine calling your buddy while he's on business meeting. Hey, fuckface. Stop sucking your boss's dick and pick up the stupid phone. Alexander Hamilton. He publicly published his mistress's letters in the paper because he wanted to disprove rumors about him, and got into fights with everyone. Do you know how much tea he would spill if he had an internet connection? Plus, he completely bankrupted himself to pay for a lavish lifestyle that made him look like he had more money than he did. He is definitely someone who would take out an expensive lease on a Lamborghini just to get some good selfies with it. Plus he would have just posted constantly. The amount of writing he did in his life was known to be crazy. If it was all posted constantly online at his whim, it would have been non-stop. Good lord. Henry David Thoreau would be huge on Instagram this year, like a 19th century version of today's all natural, all good, the simple life. The real-life hipster-like influencers. Just endless pics of his cabin that end with asterisk hash the tiny life asterisk. Oscar Wilde would be up there as well, but for different reasons. He would be doing selfies and name-dropping posts all the time. But he would be so witty about it that the public would eat it up. Oscar Wilde would be highly entertaining. Oh, good one. Henry VIII. I just pictured that fat asshole picking fights with half his followers while trying to bang the other, all while claiming some divine right, blessed, and showing off his estate, and complaining about how he can't find a good woman. Henry VIII, before his traumatic brain injury and the deterioration from whatever disease ravaged him, would be pretty chill to follow on social media though. A bit flowery and show-offish. But for the most part just a cool dude who dabbled in sports and literature. Afterwards, you're completely right. Homeboy would be the worst ever. He'd DM dick pics at the drop of a hat. I recently found out that Walt Whitman published Leaves of Grass. Got a positive review from Ralph Waldo Emerson in a letter, and consequently republished Leaves of Grass with that review printed on it. So hi monsieur, he's got that self-promotion thing down pat. Is this where the whole reviews on the back of books thing comes from? I need this answered. Genghis Khan. Selfies at pillaged villages. Dick pics in everybody's DMs. His followers would be his extended family. Andy Warhol. It'd be constant. 1,000 new posts a day. Too much to process. I'd probably follow him anyway. He'd have unpaid interns posting for him while he lived it up. Them Dahmer taking pictures of his food. He'd spend all his time making rep threads on 4chan. I'd say either Trotsky or Diogenes, though Diogenes would make a god-tier shit poster. Good luck getting Diogenes to use the internet. Trotsky would also have 7 different blog spot pages instead of being an Instagram. Diogenes is a grade A, B, tard for sure. Posts the best green text image threads. Greater than be me. Greater than live inside city. Greater than no belongings because owning shit is for idiots. Greater than some idiot guard asks me what to do with my body when I die. Greater than my answer. Go throw it over the wall or some shit IDKA or care. Greater than he asks me if I am not worried about animals eating my dead body. Greater than are you serious parchment. Greater than I say yes, and asks for my body to be thrown with a stick to fend off animals. Greater than the moron still asks me how am I going to use the stick if I am dead. Greater than I just stay quiet looking disappointedly at him until after an ungodly amount of time it dawns on this mentally disabled guard that if I die then I won't be able to care about anything in the world. So what happens to my body is irrelevant at that point. Did I capture the Diogenes green text spirit right? Edit. Gold. Wow. Thank you kind stranger. Greater than are you serious parchment? Edit. I come back from work to a reply saying, stealing this, and then 900 upvotes just pop up like the Spanish Inquisition. Totally unexpected. Today has been a good day. Louis XIV of France. The Sun King. He was a fashion icon in his day, and his favorite hashtag would be #80CSTMoi. Marie Antoinette. Excellent question! Exclamation mark. Could you imagine Queen Victoria with all of her militant wholesomeness? She would have just posted about how much she loves Prince Albert and rules for everyday living. She'd probably be one of those wealthy mommy bloggers who's scarily obsessed with her hubby and secretly hates her kids. After seeing Look Who's Back, I'm absolutely sure that Adolf Hitler would be all over popular media sites like Twitter, IG, Snapchat, and Vine. RIP. That movie got far too real for me. Andrew Jackson would basically be Alex Jones if he was alive today. Asterisk. The Indians asterisk are making the damn frogs gay with EOODO magic. Asterisk. Andrew Jackson is one of the few people that, by comparison, makes Alex Jones likable. I have a feeling Andrew Jackson would take selfies next to the corpses of Native Americans and brag about what a great service he is doing to the common American by ridding the lands of those pests. Probably Mansa Musa. It's like that rich annoying Saudi Arabian kid, but he is the richest person ever and also owns a lot of Western Africa. The guy would flex even more than when he was alive. He flexed pretty fucking hard back then too. Ruined the price of gold in Europe for decades. Less than casually crashes Egyptian economy. Greater than Mansa Musa did an oopsie. Machiavelli would post edgy badass shit or pandering to the masses. Either way, I think he would be very interested in a social media as a medium to influence the masses. Cleopatra. Selfies, beauty tutorials, tips on how to find the right man, etc. How'd I perfect the winged eyeliner look? Actually, she wasn't that beautiful. She was amazingly intelligent, so maybe she would post everything 9 times in the 9 languages she knows. Would totally follow her. Also, she could totally give some great political scheming and oration tips. Rasputin would be that annoying MLM person. How is there no William Randolph Hearst on here? He was BuzzFeed before there was BuzzFeed and started the Spanish-American War in the American people sigh through yellow journalism. I had an ancestor on the USS Maine and still, from what I've read, it was a boiler explosion, not Spanish sabotage. Hearst was a total scum and definitely an influencer. After The Greatest the Showman, I expect a heartwarming, empowering movie about William Randolph Hearst in the next 10 years. If we can't look up to 19th century hyper-capitalists, what heroes do we have as Americans? Where's my J.P. Morgan musical? Or my John D. Rockefeller sitcom? I feel like Benjamin Franklin would be annoying as fuck. He'd be one of those self-made millionaire people that quote people with millions of dollars. Hashtag John Hancock. He would have all caps Facebook replies. Why are people saying I am yelling? I just want to make sure the king can read my posts. His replies would look like riffraff's Instagram captions. Tesla, but not because of himself but because of his fanbase. Always commenting, well, Tesla did it first and better, on everyone else's posts. Reminds me of another Tesla fanbase. Rasputin, it's nothing but dick pics. Queen Victoria. She would be one of those mom bloggers, influencers posting perfect happy family pictures. But really she can't stand her kids. Also going on all the time about her hot hubby and how much she loves Hi Monsieur. Not for long though. Pretty soon it would just sad quotes overlaid on pictures of her dead husband. Christopher Columbus, cause he's the type that leads people to not vaccinate. Made it to India. Check out these Indians. Hashtag India. At Chris_Co51. Dude, that's New Jersey. I can see the Lincoln Highway Bridge in the background. Julius Caesar would probably be taking selfies of himself shirtless with weapons accompanied by text talking about how he should be running the country alone. Martin Luther. Oh, where to start? Caesar wrote letters about his Gallic campaign, sent them to Rome, and paid for them to be read out all across the city. Dude was peak self-promoter. Louis XIV of France. He kicked the ass of most of Europe and looked fabulous doing it. He has every right to be insufferable. Benjamin Franklin. Always posting motivational quotes like early to bed, early to rise, and snarky opinions. Napoleon. Hashtag winner. Russia. Hashtag winner. Diogenes. Dude would spend all his time trolling Plato, posting pictures of featherless chickens with Plato tagged in the caption, "Hello fellow human. Pleased to meet you." Alexander Hamilton. Arrogant, self-centered, and egotistical, constantly on his soapbox, while being hypocritical. His son died in a duel. He made dueling illegal. He died in a duel at the same spot his son got shot at. Mistakes were made. The problem was he's got a lot of brains but no polish. He had a torrid affair and he posted it right there. Romeo and Juliet. Yes, I know they're fictional. Happy 10-minute anniversary to us. Love my bae so much. Hash power couple. At least that would only last a couple days. Hitler. Not only would he be tagging himself in front of the Eiffel Tower and gas chambers, he also had a very weird and strict vegetarian diet and used all sorts of experimental pills. He would essentially be like a homeopathic Steve Jobs, FB mum type 2. Vaccines cause the autism, and you know how they feel about those kind of folks. Damn right he would be. This is basically the plot of Look Who's Back. Love that movie. Surprised to see it mentioned. Voltaire. 150 tweets an hour. 4 blogs. An Instagram of him in different wigs. Passive-aggressive Facebook posts about Frederick the Great and Louis XV. collab shots of him with me to as his profile photos. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.